Welcome to this yin-yang flow sequence, which is designed to be something that you can do every day, great for the morning or any time of day. It will start out with a more vigorous yang sequence to wake up your energy body, and then the second half will be more on the floor and more soft and yin-like. So let's begin with the legs in a somewhat wide position and drop the chin toward the chest, soften your knees a bit, make sure your pelvis feels relaxed, and take your chin or take your head around in circles. 3 circles in one direction. Take your time. Feel free to let your shoulders kind of move and tilt and sway with your head. And as the chin comes around the 3rd time to the front, then bring it to the other direction about 3 times. Good. One more time around. And as the chin comes to the chest, bring your head back up on top of your body and sweep your arms out and up, gathering yang qi from above, and bring it down through the head to the heart and into open horse pose. Knees can be really wide or they could be sort of more forward. Feet can be more forward. It's totally up to you. And now taking it over toward your right hand side, with the arms coming up into a lunge over your right knee. Your left palm faces forward, your right hand is up and behind you. This is our warrior advance pose. And move it to the second side. So both arms up, shift on the feet, warrior advance, second side. Good, bring it back up. Warrior advance to the first side. And now from here, drop it down into this gecko pose. Both hands way out to the side, lots of distance between the hands and the foot. And now take 3 gecko push-ups. 1, 2, and 3. And now bring it into dragon twist with your right arm coming up, left hand on the floor. And now right into dragon wings. So sweep this arm down and now sweep both arms in front of you. Feel free to have your front toes turned out to the side. Into a lunge, arms come up, and now open your wings, elbows out, and reach your hands back. So this is a continuous movement with the arms. Once the fingers point back, your chest can open for a moment, and then lean forward at the hips, reach your arms out in front, and take both hands to the ground. Let your right leg come up and back for dragon swings its tail. And now belly of the dragon, take your right leg under the left and lift it up and back. Belly to the sky. Good, take both hands back to the ground, right leg back up, dragon swings its tail, and step the tail forward again, and sweeping up, and landing right into that warrior advance pose on the second side. So your right hand's forward, and your left foot is forward. And now landing down into gecko for those 3 push-ups. 1, 2, and 3. And into dragon twist. And dragon wings. Sweep the arm down, both arms sweep forward and up. Elbows open, chest opens, hands continue so the fingers point back. And now hinge forward at the hips. Sweep your arms forward. And release your hands to the floor on either side of the foot. Dragon swings its tail, left leg up and back. And now, belly of the dragon, sweep it under. Right arm up and back. Lift your belly. And bring it back around. Left leg back up. Dragon swings its tail. Step your leg forward. And sweep the arms both all the way up. And now into warrior retreat. Left hand sweeps in front of you, right hand behind. Gaze over to your left. Nice deep side lunge. And open the arms, come back to center. Keep your gaze on the floor. Warrior retreat to the second side, over your left leg. Good, bring it back up. And now into elephant pose, hang and relax. If you'd like, you could hold opposite elbows here. And now a nice juicy elephant twist. Take your left hand to the floor, over toward your opposite foot if it feels good, and then right arm up. And bring it back down to the center. and over to the second side, and back down. Good. And now drag the backs of the hands along the ground, round your spine as you come all the way up like a fern growing up. Straighten the legs, and now slowly settle the chi down through your head, through your heart, and to your belly. Let's do that again. Inhale, sweep it up, and exhale to your open horse pose. You decide how wide, you decide how deep. And now sweep both arms up into the warrior advance over your right leg. And second side, warrior advance. Back to the first side, and then we're going to land it right into those gecko push-ups. 1, 2, and 3. Dragon wing or dragon twist. Right arm up. Sweep the arm back, and both arms find the air as we come into dragon wings. Open up the chest, elbows back, fingers back. Hinge forward at a slight angle. Sweep the arms out and forward and take both hands to the ground. Dragon swings its tail, right leg up, right into belly of the dragon. Right leg under, sweep it up. And take it back around, right leg up and back. Step it forward. And sweep the arms up to come all the way over to warrior advance on that second side. And landing in gecko push-up. 1, 2, and 3. Into dragon twist. And dragon wings. Sweep them forward, sweep them up. Elbows back. And keep the fingers moving back. And reach the fingertips forward. Take the hands back onto the ground. Dragon swings its tail, left leg up this time. Find a back bend here, lift your gaze, engage your spine. And now belly of the dragon, sweep it under, right arm up and back. And bring it back around, left leg up and back. And now your big step forward. And sweep the arms up and to the center. And now taking it back into that retreat, looking over to the left. And center, and then retreat over the other leg, looking to the opposite side. And coming back to the center, relax in elephant. Hanging down. You could even shake the head forward and back or side to side. And now your elephant twist. First side. And then elephant twist, second side. Good, bringing it back down to the center. Now let's take a couple of mongooses into there. So your hands from your prasarita kind of position will come forward. So probably off your mat if you're on a mat. And now with your right hand on the ground, take your right foot over to the opposite side. And your left hand comes up. So the weight is on your left foot and your right hand. And now bring it back to center, elephant pose, and then back to mongoose, second side, and back to the center. Let's do it again to the first side, and now see about hopping to the second side. And see about hopping back to the first side. If that's too much, just do it without hopping. Second side. Once more on each side. 1, and 2. And back to the center. And walk the hands in. And now making your way down to a lunge over your right leg. Take a step back into plank. Inhale. And now 3 mini push-ups. 1, 2, 3. And all the way down to the belly. And lifting up into a mini cobra or a tall cobra. And all the way back to child's pose. Rest in child's pose. And we'll get ready to shift to a yin mode. So let's come on up to hands and knees. Instead of, what's it called? Slide your right knee forward. Turn on the shin. And settle back to stretch into the right glutes. That's our point here. If you need to shift your weight to the right or the left to get that, or bend your back knee or something, or take figure 4 pose instead, please go for it. And now before we come all the way down, just lifting up to stretch into the quads and hip flexors on your left leg. Your hands could press the floor, they could even be on blocks, or you can press into your knee or thigh to get a little more height. Or you could have your hands behind your back, or if you're into reaching back for your back foot there, go for it. Good, release it down now and come to your sleeping swan. Maybe you're resting on the elbows, maybe you're resting your forehead on the floor. Maybe you've got a block under your forehead. About half a minute here. And slowly releasing, stepping back into plank pose or downward dog, or move through a vinyasa if you'd like to, or just switch to the second side because that's where we're going. So the left leg makes its way forward and positioning yourself once again so your knee doesn't hurt. You could shift your hips side to side, and when you're ready, go ahead and lift up to stretch into the front of the right hip and thigh. Finding your asymmetrical back bend here, your one-legged back bend. Maybe the left hand wants to press down into the knee or thigh. Maybe you like reaching back for the foot. And now we take it down into that sleeping swan, which is the yin name for pigeon. And you could experiment or feel it out. Does the torso want to go a little bit to the right or a little bit to the left? Do my hips want to lean to the right or to the left? What helps me stretch into my glutes? That's what's important. Not where my hands and feet are. And coming back up and now taking it into a plank through a vinyasa to downward dog, whatever you want to do here. We are going to end up in a moment on the belly. So once you're ready, drop the knees, come on down, and Sphinx or seal pose. So mellower to be here on the elbows and forearms. Maybe a stronger stretch to be up here if you feel good here with the hands usually wider than the shoulders. Lock out the elbows so that you can relax into the back bend in the seal. Feel free to turn your hands out or in. Feel free to widen or narrow your legs so that it feels right on your spine. And feel what's happening. What does it feel like in your spine? Your lumbar spine, lower back, sacrum, front of your hips. Might feel good to kind of move the head around a little bit and Check in with your neck. Check in with your shoulders. Give some love to the shoulders, the jaw, and even wiggle in the hips and around the sacrum. I know it's kind of a no-no to move in yin poses, but it's not really yin today. We're doing a yin-like thing. So press back to child's pose. A couple breaths here. And now let's take it up to come to a sitting position for dragonfly pose with wide legs. Or if that is not your cup of tea, to sit like this and come forward, then soles of the feet together for dragonfly pose. Your choice. And now coming on up, and take it over your left leg. So maybe you feel good directly over the leg. Maybe you like to do something that's more like a side stretch. So this is up to you. Explore for about a minute. And if you were in that butterfly, then maybe you prefer to keep this leg bent and come over a straight leg like that. It's up to you. With the thought to stretch into the side bodies here. So for some people, it's nicer to open the chest up. For others, it's nicer to face right toward the leg. Side of the ribs, side of the waist. You may also, of course, be getting a leg stretch here. But let it be an exploration, and that's 1 minute already, so let's crawl on over to the second side and go for it. And releasing, come back to the center, sit upright, come onto your back for a spinal twist. Both knees in and over to the right. If you have different twist variations that you love, please feel free to take that instead right now. Some people like to cross the knees, left knee over the right. release your twist. Bring the knees back up to the center and go over to the second side. 2 knees on top of each other, or cross the knees, or your own variation. And releasing, bring the knees back up to center and rest on your back. Final rest for 1 minute, relaxing in any comfortable position. And feel your body, feel what's happening inside after this yang and yin practice. Whether you're waking up or in the middle or end of your day, notice what's happening. How is the energy? How is the breath? And letting yourself bathe in this awareness. And now start to wiggle your fingers and toes, bend your knees, make your way up to a sitting position. And with your spine upright, find a comfortable seat, and hands can be in front of the heart or resting on the legs. And take 3 deep breaths into the divine temple of this body. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Thank you so much for practicing with me. Have a beautiful day. Namaste. I hope you enjoyed this practice, and if you'd like to go deeper with me, check out my membership site where my community of yogis follows a daily yoga schedule and immersive programs in yin and yang yoga. You can meet up with us there at devidailyyoga.com. And take a look at the first pinned comment down below where you can find my latest special offer. And if you liked this video, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to my channel, and check out my latest yoga videos. And lastly, if you made it this far, please leave a comment down below and let me know you were here. Thank you so much for practicing with me, and I will see you next time.